In the previous sections, we learned a number of methods to send and receive data privately and anonymously. This data can be simple text, or it can be files such as an image, a PDF, a document, and so on. All of these methods used end-to-end encryption, so if the data gets intercepted by any entity, the data will be useless to this entity because it'll be simply gibberish and it'll only be decrypted once it's received by the person that we want them to receive it. This is all great, but first of all, we have to trust that these methods of communication are implementing the encryption properly, that there are no problems or no flaws in the way that they're encrypting and decrypting the data. And what if we wanted to send data through a website or through a form of communication that does not support encryption? In this case, you'll have to manually encrypt your data, and the person that receives the data have to manually decrypt it. Because this is very important, I decided to make a full section on encryption in this course. So, in this section, first of all, we're going to learn about asymmetric and symmetric encryption. You're going to learn how it works and why we prefer to use end-to-end encryption. Then, I'm going to teach you how to manually encrypt your data, again, whether it's text or files, such as a PDF or a document or a song. You'll also learn how to decrypt this data once you receive it. You'll learn how to sign this data, so when a person receives this data, they can confirm that it was actually sent by you and not by someone else. And you'll also learn how to verify the signatures and integrity of the files and of data that you receive, so that you know that this wasn't played with as it was sent to you, it wasn't tampered with, and to make sure that it was actually sent from the sender and not someone else. So you can use this as another layer of encryption on top of the other methods, so even if you're using a method that supports encryption, you can manually encrypt and decrypt the data just to make sure that your files or your data is as private as possible. And you can use this, like I said, to send files and to send data using unsecure methods of communication, even using normal post, and you'll know if this data gets intercepted, it's still secure and it's still private, because whoever intercepts it will not be able to read it because it'll be encrypted and it'll be gibberish.